morning students. Today we will see the topic tables in HTML, that is chapter number 4, second part. In previous tutorial we have seen different kinds of list in HTML. Now we will see table structure in HTML. Table handling. Representation of information in proper format increases the degree of understanding and facilitates the ease of its use. Tables in HTML are very efficient in presenting the structured information. A table contains the information separated in the form of grids, that is, information is represented in the form of rows and columns. Now see, whatever kind of information we are having, if it is presented in the form of proper structure, it will be very easy to understand. For example, if your result is given in a tabular structure, then only it will be very easy to understand the marking pattern and the marks you obtain, right? So same way we are creating tables in web page. Creating table structure in HTML. To create a table in HTML web page, we need to learn following 5 major tags along with their various attributes. Now see, in this presentation we are looking towards the theory and conceptual part of table structure. After this presentation we will elaborate all these tags, all these attributes of various tags in a practical part. Okay, so let's start. First is the table tag, second caption, th, tr and td. These are the 5 major tags that we are using to create a table structure. Now we will see about each one. The table tag. This tag is used to start the table structure in HTML coding. It has following major attributes. First, align. This attribute is used to align the table into the browser window. Second, BG color. This attribute is used to specify background color of entire table structure. Now see, the align attribute is used to set the table into the browser window, right? Whether it is left aligned, whether it is right aligned or center aligned. And BG color is basically used same as we are using BG color attribute in a body, right? If we are using BG color in a body tag, it will provide the background color to entire web page. Whereas if we are providing BG color to the table, then it will provide the background color to the table structure only, irrespective whatever the BG color you have given in a body. Border. This attribute specifies the border of the table. Cell padding. This attribute is used to set gap between edges of the cell and their content. See, cell padding is basically used to set the space around the text content we are providing into the table. Cell spacing. This attribute is used to manage the space between each of the table. Means, see, the table structure contain all the cells in the form of blocks. Now to provide the space between two blocks, we are using cell spacing. Width. This attribute specifies width of the table with respect to the browser window's width. Other attributes are not much used. We will elaborate the use of each in a practical part. Now see here, this is my table structure, the basic table structure. Now here, this is a width of a table with respect to the window size. Okay, width will be given in the unit of pixels or in the unit of percentage also. This is my cell. This portion is called cell. The gap in between the text content and the cell inner border is a cell padding, and same way the space around two cells, this and this, is a cell spacing. Okay, the caption tag. This tag is used to caption to the table, means to provide a little heading to the table. We are using caption. It is displayed at the top of the table structure. Generally we use various heading tags to provide caption, so we are not using this tag more often. It doesn't have any attribute. Okay, caption tag we are using it as an option. Okay, the tr tag. Now from here our actual table is being created. This tag is used to display a row in a table. Everything that appears within tr tag should appear on a same line. Basically tr is a part under the table, and same way tr tag consists of th or td as its subpart. Okay, attributes of tr tag. The tr tag consists of three major attributes: align, that is to align the content within a row; bg color, to set the background color of the particular row; and v-align, to specify the vertical alignment of the text. Cell representation using th and td. Each cell in a table is represented by either th or td. They are used to break a row into multiple columns. th is particularly used in a row containing heading. See, to create a first row of the table, that is the heading row, we are using th. th stands for table heading. td is used for remaining all rows data, that is to provide the data under the headings. We are using td. By default th is represented bold and center line, means if we are setting a tag th for any row, then we need not to give it as a bold and as a center alignment. The content of td is displayed left aligned and as normal text. Attributes of th and td tags. Both th and td tags hold the same sets of attributes. Effect of each attribute is limited to the single cell which carries them. Means if we are adding any attribute to th or td, the effect of that attribute will be applied only on the cell which is created by that particular td or th. Effects caused by the th and td attribute is final, that is it will override the settings of whole table. Okay, means if we are providing any particular attribute to the td or th tag, it will affect the entire table structure also. The major attributes of th and td are: first, align, that is to align the content of cell within; bg color, to set the background color within the cell. See, bg color is used in table tag also. Bg color can be used in tr also, and same way bg color can be used in th or td also. Now as per the tags, the effect will be applied on a particular element only. Suppose we are using bg color in body, then the entire page will have particular background color. If we are using bg color in a table, then only the table structure will have a particular background color. If we are using bg color in tr, then from the table only particular row will have a particular background color. And same way, if we are using bg color in td or th, then only that particular cell will have a particular background color. Width, it specifies the width of a particular column in a table. Now see, if I have created a table into the window, okay, considering the size of a table as 100%, each column will be provided a particular portion into the table. Means if we are providing width to each and every column of TH and TD, then the total of width of all the columns will be 100%. This will be more elaborated in a practical part. Okay. Next is the height, that specifies the height of the cell. V-align specifies the vertical alignment of the cell, means whatever the text content we have added, how that text content will be displayed if it has the higher height. No wrap stops the text from automatically wrapping into the new line within the cell. Okay, these are the two major attributes of TH and TD, that is call span and row span. Call span indicates the columns that we span across, that is, it is used to merge multiple columns of the row. And row span, it indicates the multiple rows that span across, means it is used to merge multiple rows in a single column. In short, call span means horizontal cell merging and row span means vertical cell merging. Okay. Now we will move to the practical part. Fine. Okay, so here we will start with the practical. Here I am creating a web page. First, the basic coding, HTML. From here I am starting my actual table. First attribute I am using border, that is equal to 2. Then width is equal to, suppose, 80%. Okay. I am starting here TR, first row. So we will use TH, serial number, TH close, TH name of the student, TH close. Again I am creating TH, result. And TH close here. Initially we are creating a basic table, then after we will add different attributes and see the differences. Okay. Again new TR. Now this first heading row is created. Now under this each heading we have to provide the actual data. So here I'll write TD. Suppose serial number, first is the serial number, so I'll put 1 and TD close. TD and TD close. Third result, so I am putting here pass and TD close. Okay, so this is my simple table with one heading and one actual data. I am closing a table structure here. Body tag close and HTML close. Now let us save it. First save as. I am saving it on a desktop. Table learning. Okay. .html. See, this is the heading result sheet. This is a table structure with 80%. Then this is the first row with headings, and this is the second row which is table data by default heading is bold and center aligned, and actual table data is left aligned and in a normal text. Now we will add different attributes in table tag, tr tag and td tag. So suppose here I am adding align center. What happens? Save it and F5 to refresh it. You can see table is center aligned. Okay, then suppose I am adding bg color is equal to yellow. Save. F5. You can see the background color of table is changed. Here bg color aqua is for body and bg color yellow is for table structure. Okay, now we are adding cell spacing. Cell spacing is equal to, suppose I am putting 5. Okay, save and see the difference. You can see the space around this cell is increased by 5 pixels. Suppose I am putting it 10, then the significant change can be seen. You can see a 10 pixel space is given around the cell's inner border. Now suppose I am putting cell padding. Suppose that is also 10. What will happen? You can see the spaces around the text content in a inner cell is increased. Okay, so these are the major attributes that we are using with table structure, that is border, width, align, bg color, cell spacing and cell padding. Okay, now let's start with the th tags. Th and td both are having the same type of tag. Now suppose in a tr I am adding bgcolor, that is equal to pink. Suppose what will happen? Save. You can see the first row is changed to pink background color. Okay, now let us see the attributes of th and td. Now here by default th is bold, underline, but we have not specified the width. So I am putting a width that is equal to 10%. Okay, 10% of what? This is in a table structure. You can see it is 80%. This is 80% of window, right? Now th is a part of table structure, so this 10% is the 10% of table structure. Now entire table structure will be considered as 100%. From that 100%, 10% is assigned to first th. Then here suppose I am putting width that is equal to 60%. Okay, means 60% width will be assigned to name of the student, and here width is equal to 30%. Now see, if you calculate this, this is 30 plus 60, 90 plus 10, 100. So ultimately, considering the table structure 100%, the entire table is separated into multiple columns with specified width. Now once I have specified the width in a first row, it will be applicable to entire row below it. Okay, now here I am putting an attribute align center. Suppose and here also I'm putting center. Save. You can see here the alignment of the next row, that is with a TD, is automatically changed. Okay, all the other attributes that like height, call span, row span, no wrap, that will be useful when we have a bigger table structure. So this is the basic table structure. You can see here. Okay, now suppose I want to add a caption. So after the table tag, here I'll put a caption. Caption table of result and save. F5. You can see table of result is displayed as a caption on the top of the table. Okay, now suppose I want to add many other names. So what I'll do, I'll simply copy this and paste it over here. Now change the data now to okay, then again table 3, Mayur Patel, pass. Number 4, Pritesh Jadhav. Now suppose I want to make it fail. Now suppose I want this fail cell should be given in a red color, then I'll put here BG color is equal to red. Okay, let us save it. Now you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, and here for the failing student I am using a red color background for the result shell. Okay, so this is the basic structure. Now in the next practical we will see call span and row span effect and other table attributes. Okay, next practical we will see how to create a timetable of your class. Okay, so that's all for today. Practice it at home. Okay, thank you.